That title wasn't a lie. These powerful yogic practices truly have changed the very fabric of my life and the lives of many of my students. Whether you're a bold cosmonaut craving a Kundalini blast off, or somebody yearning to deepen your connection with life, or perhaps you're just looking to soothe your nervous system, what I know for sure is these practices simply work. So here's why this video matters for you. The ancient tradition of yoga is not just physical exercise, it's an inner science. Think of it as do X and get Y result. These methods, they're reliable, they're repeatable, and they can transform your life from the inside out. And that's why I'm making this video. I want you to fully grasp the power of sadhana, the ancient yogic secret to personal evolution. In this video, I'm going to break down how it works, what it is, and the developmental stages that you'll move through, why it's a non-negotiable thing for anyone sincere about their spiritual development. And then finally, I'm going to give you a practical step-by-step guide to follow and how to implement this in your life. So let's talk about the age-old secret and why it's a secret. Well, for millennia, eminent sages learned the great secrets our tradition had to offer. But over time, the right type of people became quite scarce, and the practice of this knowledge, it dwindled. And I use the word secrets not because these truths or these practices are hidden, but because so few people are prepared to hear the teachings today, and far fewer are willing to actually embody them and practice consistently. Because in this age of Instagram yoga, where spiritual, physical, and even economic corruption can blur the genuine teachings to make money out of law of attraction, it's essential that the core, authentic wisdom of yoga continues to shine. So how did I get here? Well, after a life-altering mystical experience that shifted my life and path completely, I sought out a teacher, and he gave me my first sadhana practices, and I've practiced pretty much every day since. And of course, my sadhana practices have changed and they've grown as I've changed and grown. Yet sadhana has remained at the heart of my journey. While many people try to piece together bits and pieces of different traditions from random internet sources, I don't recommend that path. Quality guidance and making sure it's coming from a trusted source of somebody that's actually lived the teachings is vitally important. And that's why I've put together a free spiritual growth accelerator, and the link is provided down below. I've done this to provide you with safe, time-tested, foundational practices. So let's pose the first question you're probably wondering. What is sadhana? Sadhana is an alchemical, energetic process. It's not just about learning techniques and putting your body in postures. It's about transforming your very being from the inside out. Ancient yogis passed down these practices from guru to disciple, ensuring the wisdom stayed intact. While modern life may have moved beyond this guru-centric belief, the energy and the potency of these timeless practices still remain just as powerful for anyone serious about spiritual growth. So that leads us to our second question. How does sadhana work? Firstly, it increases your energy so that you're able to shift the lenses of the mind. Sadhana works by igniting and cultivating your internal energies, your prana, so you can fundamentally shift your perception of life. And that's key to genuine transformation. You're not just dealing with surface level thoughts or behaviors, you're working at the energetic root. Without sadhana, you can't do that. Secondly, it removes the weeds at the root too. If you only clip the leaves of negative patterns in your mind, they'll eventually grow back. Sadhana targets the core, the energetic root of any affliction, dissolving those stubborn patterns for good. Finally, it builds intensity, much like a volcano. Imagine a volcano gradually building up pressure beneath the surface. This is how it works. You never know exactly when it's going to erupt, but you sense that energy pulsing and gathering momentum. Similarly, Regular sadhana creates an inner buildup of prana that can lead to sudden breakthroughs. Frankly, it can make you go bang. My teacher always says, you never know when you could go bang. But these can lead to moments of profound clarity, peace, or spiritual insight, which is really what we crave. So we've addressed what sadhana is. We've asked ourselves the question, what is it? How does it work? Now let's dive a little bit deeper into the stages of development that you're going to go through with your sadhana. So let's look at that progression in a sadhana practice and see what that looks like. Too often people want to leap straight into advanced meditation without the proper groundwork. But in yoga, there are no shortcuts. Each stage is preparing you for the next. And so the first stage, asana, physical postures. This is what the West has basically told you that yoga is. This is not yoga. Asana are the physical postures, and really their only job, of course, it removes the denser karma from the system, but its real job is to get you to be able to sit down with crossed legs for a little bit of time. So the result then is a comfortable, stable foundation to move deeper into energetic practices. So that's number 2, pranayama, breath control, or being able to control your life force. And the purpose of these practices, well, they work with subtler energy in your system, and this is where you start consciously expanding and moving your prana. And the result of that is once your energy starts flowing more freely, you'll have something tangible in a feeling way to focus on, which leads to our third thing, concentration practices. The purpose with our concentration practices is with increased energy because of the pranayama, you can now train the mind to focus sharply. This stage refines your attention and your mental stamina, and the result is a stable, directed mind that's primed for deeper meditative absorption, which leads to meditation. The purpose, well, here with an abundance of prana you can tangibly feel and a calm, focused mind, meditation becomes a powerful tool for higher states of consciousness, even samadhi. And the result, you can rest in effortless awareness, using that expanded state for spiritual insight, devotion, or simply being at peace or unified, or in yoga. So all of this is no doubt a lot of really interesting information, but what the bloody hell does this mean for your life? How does this fit in, and where can you go next? Well, I'm going to give you a little step-by-step guide as to what you can do with the information that we've got here and where you can find some more. So firstly, the best thing you can do for your path is integrate sadhana into your daily routine. The simplest way to start is with a short morning practice. Even 10 or 15 minutes can set the tone for your entire day. And then you can add more as your stamina and your curiosity grows. If you're looking for a good place to start, you can try our free spiritual growth accelerator, and the links are down below as we mentioned earlier. Secondly, I want you to then begin observing the subtle changes. Pay attention to how your mood, your relationships, and overall clarity evolve. Often the biggest shifts happen in small details, like you begin reacting differently under stress or feeling more grounded in hectic situations, and you go, blimey, I never did that before, what's going on? Yoga. Thirdly, I would get the right guidance. While it's tempting to DIY your awakening, quality guidance accelerates progress and safeguards against common pitfalls. Now you can utilize our one-to-one coaching, or for a more affordable option, you can try our group coaching in the Freedom Blueprint. And this is perfect if you'd like a structured starting point and more of a hand-holding process for your path. Finally, commit and let the path unfold. Sadhana really is a journey that requires and rewards consistency, so stick with it and watch as doors open and old limiting beliefs begin to dissolve, making way for a more expansive, exciting experience of life. So there you have it, an inside look at what sadhana is, why it's so essential and foundational to your spiritual pursuits. But not only that, how it unfolds step by step as you develop on your path. Now, if you're curious to try these practices or simply want a more guided approach, be sure to check out the Freedom Blueprint, and the link for that is down below. But maybe you're just on a crusade to learn more knowledge. Well, if that's the case too, we've got you covered. You can click this video right here because the YouTube algorithm reckon this one's going to be perfect for you.